Mic check, everybody. Stand by. Let's see, where's the phone volume here, Jeff?
I think it's near the end.
Is this it?
No,
Wait a minute. Here it is. Why is the phone so loud? There it is. Okay. I got you. Okay.
That's good.
All right. Good evening, everybody, from the Springfield, Ohio National Trails Parks and Rec Department Chiller Rink. Welcome again to Beavercreek Battling Beavers hockey. This evening, the Beavers taking on the Toledo Whitmer Panthers. And what is a third round game in this Post-Ohio District Tournament. Kent Jacobs with you for our second game of the day. We had one of those the newfangled baseball split double headers where they play a game in the morning or early afternoon, then they tell everybody to go home and then come back in the evening. That's what this is like. And so we're back, obviously late. We've had a couple of messages saying, hey, where's the game? It was scheduled at 8:30. Apparently the Zamboni broke down, is what I'm told, and so they couldn't resurface the ice for a while. And that has been repaired. Now, I've got a couple of messages. I'm looking at our chat line, which is open for a subscriber. If you've been a subscriber to our YouTube channel for at least 30 days, you can chime in. But I heard from
I'm okay with that. I'm generally not, there's a reason to have everything in a certain order.
from Slashdog, I hope you're listening.
Because if somebody says, well, you wrote there.
Slashdog says broken Zamboni,
It's really important that they
and Slashdog wanted to hear if I went out with
it's in the documents.
a monkey wrench and some WD-40 to repair it. Well, Slashdog, no, that did not happen. In fact, I told Jeff and Cherie that my car was running hot on the drive up here from Dayton to Springfield, which is about a 40-minute drive, and running a little hot. So I checked. I went to an auto parts store after our first game this afternoon, and I was low on coolant, but I had the young fellow there check it for me because I didn't know how to do it. And in fact, the extent of my car repair knowledge was trying to pop the hood. I had to either push or pull on the little lever thing under the steering wheel column to pop the hood, and it took me a couple of moments to master popping the hood. So that was the extent of my mechanical knowledge there, Slashdog. So no, they would not trust me to go out and repair the Zamboni. And Nancy Jeske says, no, I'm looking for my pen. That's usually would be happening too, but I got a big packet of pens from our friends down in Louisiana, the Champagnes, Winona, and other folks down there sent me a pack of pens, so I'm in good shape pen-wise. Nancy says, we love you, Kent. Well, thank you, Nancy. We love you, too. Up here at the Chiller in Springfield, we're glad to have everybody along, and we have some Toledo Whitmer people who are going to be following along with us this evening as well. And we welcome them. Again, my name is Kent Jacobs, and we carry all the Beavercreek Battling Beaver home games and some of the road games as well on this Beavercreek Varsity Hockey channel. So we welcome to the devotees of the Whitmer Panthers as well this evening. Tonight the Beavers are looking for a double-header sweep. They won this afternoon, defeating the Westlake Demons 3-1. Last night they defeated the Springboro Panthers by a score of 4-2. So the Beavers looking to continue on in this Post-Ohio District Tournament. And hopefully march on tomorrow against, I assume, the Alder Knights in the championship game. Alder winning, sweeping their doubleheader, so they're 3-0. The Beavers trying to go 3-0. The Beavers in their white sweaters, black trunks, and the Panthers, it looks like they are in black uniforms with yellow and white trim. It looks like black, if I'm seeing it right. 15-minute periods, and no, the scoreboard's not right. They haven't changed it yet from the last game, where Alter defeated, I think it was Lake 7-1. So that's the score from the previous game. We're 0-0, just getting underway. Alex Elsner for the Beavers. Cutting across center ice. Alex, a shot and save made. And until next period, I'm not going to have the name of the Whitmer goalie. I'm afraid I didn't catch his number before he went into his crease down there, so I didn't catch his number. So we'll have to identify him next period. Beavers trying to set a franchise team record. Franchise, that's not a wrong word to say, but a team all-time record for wins with a victory tonight for a season with 23. There's a nice play by Joe Martin on one of the Panther players, Angelo Cifuentes. In goal for the Beavers is Benny Duford, senior netminder. I spoke to one of the Whitmer folks, a gentleman, and I didn't catch his name. But he told me, I asked how the Panthers were doing. He said they were around 500 for the season. The Beavers would be higher seeded with their mark, as they are now at, 23 wins? 23, 4, and 3. Oh, 2. 23, 4, and 2 on the season, and if they can win their 24th game, either today or tomorrow, then they would set an all-time team mark. Here's a nice move and a centering pass, but right to Carson Cox, and then a big check by Stephen Wolf. He might have been upset that he passed the puck right to Carson Cox, but he shoved him right into the boards. And Carson wound up on the seat of his pants, but he's up and okay. We are 2 minutes and 33 seconds into period number 1. Again, we emanate from the Springfield Chiller. Springfield, there's a penalty, it looks like, on the Panthers. It's on, Stephen Wolf, maybe on that check, maybe a roughing penalty. Yeah. So it was a penalty on Wolf when he shoved Cox into the boards hard in the corner and down to the ice. So that's a roughing minor. 2 minutes in the box, and a 5-minute major on Luke Walton, or correction, Owen Gump. And in fact, I'm looking at the wrong roster. It's Mitchell Relford. I'm sorry. For Whitmer, it's and now they take the penalty to Mitchell Relford off the board, and it's a 5-minute major on Owen Gump. But Gump was not the player that shoved Cox into the corner boards. It was Relford. Yeah, they took that roughing off. So I don't know what's going on. The Whitmer Panthers, coached by Kevin Brown. Assistant coaches Xander Homer, Bob Rose, Matt Schock. Beavers, of course, coached by Greg Gutterman, Drew Earhart, and Cam Quick, and Dr. Brad Lloyd are the assistant coaches to Greg Gutterman. Beavers in the first minute of their 5-minute major power play. Beavers scoring on a power play around 20-ish% of the time. Alex Elsner, he's bumped into the corner. Holding the puck in at the point. Riley Hansen, loose puck, and Huff tried to get a whack at it, but it deflects off to the corner, and a whistle. As the net came loose, and it's behind. Okay, now I see the number. It looks like 29 down there, maybe. For the goalie down there, it looks like 29. So I think it's Lucian Rose is the goaltender down there, I believe, is the number I saw. J.J. Lehman for the Beavers. Gets it back. Lehman into the corner, trying to flip it in front. Was Donahue. Now Donahue gets it back. Donahue looking for Hansen. He's checked as he tried to let the puck go, and Rose makes a stop. 2 minutes into the power play, 3 minutes left. And the Panthers wallop the puck down the ice, played by netminder Duford. He'll set it up for J.J. Lehman. Dan Beavers white sweaters with the black trunks. Whistle. What did we have? Was that offside, or what was it? Hit with a high stick or something?
Sometimes they bring, if it's deliberate and they're calling
Face off deep in the Beaver zone. Played by Derek Bradley of Whitmer. Now the Beavers regain possession. Joe Martin clears in, and the Panthers dump it right back out. 2:20 to go in the major power play for the Beavers. No score. We're 9:40 left in the first period. Elsner, wrist shot, and it's wide of the Whitmer goal. Carson Cox, shot blocked. These teams played in the preseason, and the Beavers were victorious up in Sylvania. There's a shot on net, short-handed, and the puck in and out of the mid of Duford. He'll set it up for Lehman, who shoots ahead. Now Lehman gets it back. He'll drop it back for teammate and alternate captain Carson Cox. Up for Huff, it's off his stick. Cox gets it back to Lehman. Lehman fans trying to clear it in. Now he'll slide it in behind the Whitmer goal. Not much activity on this power play for the Beavers. 1:20 to go in it. 5-minute major to Owen Gump, as in Forrest, G-U-M-P. Carson Cox headmans Elsner across center ice into the Toledo zone. Cutting in, Elsner, and a flip up over the goal, high and wide. Under a minute left in the penalty, and Whitmer clears it. Carson Cox behind his own net, being shadowed by Jake Wisniewicz, I should say. Donahue almost broke out with a nice defensive play by one of the Panther players. Here's Joey Donahue, hip check as he slid the puck in on net and rose the save. He'll cover up the puck with 19 seconds left in the Beavercreek power play. 7:45 to go in period number 1. Again, greetings to all the folks up in the Toledo area that are watching their Whitmer Panthers. We welcome you to Beaver Hockey. And our chat line is open if you have anything, if you're a subscriber. Let's see, who else? There's a shot on net with Rose down flat on the ice. And in fact, let me get caught up on my chats. Nancy Jeske says, here we go, Beavers. Slashdog and Lance Champagne are talking about what part of Louisiana the Champagnes are from, Hanville. And Rhonda Haney says, let's go Creek. Let's break records. Phyllis Reed says, go Creek. You guys are playing great. That's from Phyllis Reed. Zachary Vandenboss says, go Creek. Michaela Stacy says, let's go Creek. Set records tonight. And the Kaprowski phone says it's blue and yellow. So that was, oh, I'm sorry. Well, that is a Toledo person, and I appreciate the clarification. Just for me, it must be a kind of a navy blue, maybe. So it's not black and yellow. It's blue and yellow. We appreciate. The Kaprowskis checking in 10 minutes ago on our chat line. I appreciate that. The Kaprowski household, so we have that right now. The Panthers are blue and yellow. There's a shot, and Lucian Rose the save. And then Eva Rengren says, go Creek Pride. The Creek boys swim team just won Division I state championship. How about that? So thanks to Eva Rengren for letting us know that. The Beavercreek boys swim team just won a national or a state championship. So how about that? Congratulations to the boys swim team at Beavercreek. And if you have a chat, if you want to tell us where you're from or anything like that, or say hi to one of the players, or say go to one of the players, just let us know. And if you're a Whitmer follower, do that as well. If you have a player you want to say go to, we'll pass that along on our chat on the YouTube. There's a shot, and it's wide of the Beaver goal. We are scoreless as that 5-minute major was killed off by the Panthers. Here comes Alex Elsner. Elsner offside at the Toledo. No, there is in fact a interference minor penalty. Is that right? And who is going to be the penalized player? It's young Mr. It looks like, was that number 3? 9, okay. Jake Gignac. I'm sorry, let me see if I have this right. Gignac. That could be pronounced several different ways. Could be Gignac. It could be Gignac. NAC, that almost sounds like a maybe a Eastern European, like a Ach or something, or possibly Italian maybe, I'm not sure. Gignac, we'll just say that and hope it's right. If you guys know, then send me a chat giving me a correct pronunciation on young Jake's number 9's last name. Here comes Alex Elsner. Beavers 0 for 1 on a power play so far. Down to 5:35 left in period number 1. The penalty to Jake Gignac was a 2-minute minor for interference. Beavers really didn't get much going on that first power play. Hansen a shot that's wide of the Whitmer goal. We are 0-0. Hansen a shot. And a tip as Hansen gets it back. Another screen shot. And the save. Beavers hold it in. Carson Cox throws it toward the net. It deflects off to the left wing wall. Hansen after it. Now leaves it for Elsner. Elsner trying to work in front in the slot, but he's veers off to the right wing. Hansen, shot from the point, rows down, and they score! Power play goal for the Beavers, and they lead it 1-0. That goal scored by Owen Huff. So Owen Huff, a power play goal, and the Beavers lead it 1-0. We'll see if we hear from Uncle Jan down over in Omaha, Nebraska, as Owen scores a goal. And I'm sure Uncle Jan will be glad to hear that. There's a shot right in the breadbasket of Benny Duford by the Panthers' young Mr. Gignac. And like I say, if you're a Whitmer follower and you know how to pronounce his name, Gignac, give me a phonetic spelling in the chat, because I hope I'm saying it right, but I'm guessing. 4 minutes left in the period. Long shot by Donahue is blocked. Back come the Whitmer Panthers in the navy blue and yellow. Centering shot, save, rebound, they score! Dylan Bradley. And in fact, I tell you what, Colleen Bradley just sent us a chat a minute ago. Colleen Bradley from Whitmer just sent a minute ago, says, shake it off, Panthers go 13-6, and 13 just scores. Well, she must, Colleen must have some magic dust with her chat that she just sent. So Mr. Bradley scores, and it's a tied up game at 1 apiece. As Benny Duford made the initial save, Bradley was on the doorstep all alone for the tap in. And Phyllis Reed says, way to go, Owen Huff, great shot. And Tony Vandenboss says, great job, Owen. And Eva Ringring says, way to go, Beavers. And now we are all knotted up at 1. Some of the Beavers wanted a tripping call with Alex Elsner going down, but nothing called. We're down to 3:10 to go, opening period. 1-1 the score. Carson Cox tips ahead for Elsner, the Roadrunner. Here he goes on left wing into the Whitmer zone. Shot steered aside by the big paddle stick of Lucian Rose. Elsner tripped up again, and this time there will be a Whitmer penalty. delayed penalty. Next time Panther plays the puck, they'll blow the whistle. Duford goes off for the extra attacker. And that's almost a case, Jeff, what do you think as a player? Would you instruct your guys to maybe skate back a little bit and buy some time to get that 6-on-5 set up at the other end? Like, come back out of the zone and reset? Would they blow the whistle to do that?
No, I mean as soon as the opposing team touches it.
Right. So when they pull the goalie, which is, of course, the right move, maybe to reset at center ice, to have the guys come back for another rush maybe. I don't know. And now whistle blown, and what do we have there? Offside. Okay, the penalty, by the way, was on Mitchell Relford. And Colleen Bradley says, so proud, way to go, DYL, Dylan, Love, Sis, and Aaron. So that's from Colleen Bradley of the Toledo Whitmer contingent watching this evening. Owen Huff a shot, and that's wide of the Whitmer goal. Back for the Beavers is J.J. Lehman. Lehman trying to get past Eric Kenny. Lehman leaves it for Riley Hansen, playing on the point now with Thomas Bush out. Hansen a shot, and Rose was looking for it. It's loose. Here's Cox's shot, and he scores! First goal of the season by Carson Cox. He has a boatload of assists. And just a few seconds earlier, Lucian Rose had a stop, and then he was looking for the puck, unable to control the rebound. It kicks back to the point, and the Beavers, Carson Cox puts it in, and it's 2-1 now, Beavercreek. Hansen holds the puck in to Elsner, in front to Huff, and he scores! Owen Huff, his second of the period. Wow, and the Beavers now lead it 3-1. How do you like that? And has Owen had a multiple goal game before? I think he might have had one. Well, how about that? Last weekend at Lewis Center, who was? Did you meet? Who was it? It wasn't Uncle Jan, but one of his other uncles or something in the Huff family that was on hand, and I was able to say hello to him, and he attended last week's state district game. I don't know if he's here tonight. Joey Donahue trying to punch the puck ahead, but has it stripped away. Now the puck volleyed around from several players at center ice and back to Riley Hansen. Hansen for Elsner off his stick, back to Hansen, and the period comes to a close. So pretty wild and woolly first period between these two teams. The score after one, The Beavercreek Beavers 3 and the Toledo Whitmer Panthers 1. And going over the scoring, we don't have assists.
I want to see if I can get Hanson to let us know.
And we might have assists upcoming. But the goals scored, first of all, Owen Huff, a power play goal, made it 1-0 Beavercreek.
No,
I
it's
thought
not.
he said he was going to be in there. Maybe he's staying tomorrow.
Then Dylan Bradley tied it up for the Panthers, and then Carson Cox, a goal from the left point to give the Beavers a 2-1 lead, and then Owen Huff is second of the game. And that gave the Creek Beavers a 3-1 lead after one period. Mahala Charles says, woohoo! In our chat, we appreciate everybody's comments. We love to hear from you. Like to interact with everybody, and
40 streams, that's pretty good.
hey, was that a comment just then by Cherie Champagne, videographer, saying, what are people watching this Saturday night? They should be out having a big party somewhere.
While they're watching this.
Well, they're having a big party while they're watching the game, Cherie Champagne. yeah. She points out, hey, I guess I'm here, so yeah, okay. Okay. All right, Cherie. Well, you didn't think I was going to call you out on that comment, did you? Okay. All right, we're back at it. They'll resurface the ice after the second period. Again, we find ourselves in Springfield, Ohio tonight at the Chiller. And the Beavers in the white sweaters, black trunks lead at 3-1. The road team tonight is the Toledo Whitmer Panthers in the navy blue and yellow. We'll see if we can supply assists on the goals, if we can get a contact down in the scorer's booth down there. Shot blocked on defense. Picked up for the Panthers by Jake Gignac. Shot, I don't say Gignac. I'm just pronounce it like that. And puck held on to by Benny Duford. Sharon Donahue says the Joey D fan club checking in from Pensacola Beach. Well, they're having a nice, pleasant evening, probably outside. Oh, we're shivering. It's not too bad up here. What is it, 30 degrees right now, maybe, outside here? 30, maybe? 25, okay. I wonder what it is in Pensacola Beach. It's not 25. Says Cherie. Okay. She has definitely got a kind of a smart aleck streak tonight, doesn't she? There's a shot from center, the red line. That's wide, and it's now in net for Whitmer is Vincent Riley. So a change in goal for the Panthers. Now it's Vince Riley, number 1. I think that first period it was Lucian Rose, number 29. So Riley now in net between the pipes for the Whitmer Panthers. Here's a shot. And that was by Mitch Relford of Whitmer. We're 2.5 minutes into the second period. Beavercreek in the white sweaters, black trunks lead it 3-1. Elsner stops, and he had his pocket picked by Mitch Relford. Now back the other way, a shot wide of the Beaver goal. Off the bench on the fly, Joey Donahue steals the puck. He gets hooked and nothing called. Loose puck shot, Donahue scores! Joey Donahue gets the puck back. And from the left wing circle, whistles one past Vince Riley, and the Beavers now lead it 4-1. That goal coming at exactly 3 minutes into the second period. And that goes out to you, Sharon Donahue, from Joey. What is this about? As soon as I read text or chat messages, the player that the folks are rooting for is come right out and score. Oh boy, there's another chance for Donahue, and he's ridden into the boards hard by Mitch Relford, and there's a whistle, and what do we have? We have a penalty. And it looks like number 11. Yeah. 11 is Eric Kenny, Kenney, and he goes off. And what is that? What is that penalty? The T. What is that, Jeff? It looks like a timeout. We should know this. I'm sorry, folks. Yours truly. So that's number 11, Kenny. We'll find out what the penalty is. I get a 2-minute minor for not knowing my signals. But he made the time, like in basketball, a timeout or. Oh, is that what it is? Okay. They made the T-type emblem. Well, Donahue got ridden into the boards head first pretty hard, so maybe that. But we thought it was on number 18. Was the young man who checked Donahue. Here's a breakaway the other way. Elsner, lost it, and then the backhander is wide. Alex had the net open, but lost the handle. And now another whistle. And did they go outside of the blue line? Okay, so that looks like offside. So maybe the penalty wasn't on the check on Donahue. Maybe it was on some type of reaction about something else. But the player they put in the box for Whitmer was Eric Kenny. Number 18 is Mitch Relford. Brady Bernath moves the puck forward into the Beaver zone, and we've got another whistle. That's unsportsmanlike conduct? The T? Okay. So clarification on that penalty. Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct on Eric Kenny. We don't know what that young man did. Maybe he said something derogatory to someone. Maybe and we're only speculating, maybe of a off-color nature maybe, or purple language or something like that. Carson Cox chases the puck down in the corner. Cox trying to hand the puck off. The Panthers now lose it to Donahue. Shot, save, rebound, and Riley hits the ice. And he's able to prevent Joey Donahue from stuffing in the rebound. And there will be a face-off in the Whitmer zone in the right wing circle. It's going to be Jake Gignac. Shot, save, rebound is Donahue trying to score again. It deflects wide. Panthers trying to clear it. It's held in. Donahue trying to get after the puck. Donahue lost the handle to Owen Gump. Gump clears to center. Riley Hansen, number 9 for the Beavers. He'll bang it in behind the Whitmer goal. It's played there by Hudson Baer, Baehr. Derek Bradley wraps it around for teammate Jake Gignac. Gignac unable to get a shot away at the other end. Beavers clear it. Now at center ice, it's Angelo Cifuentes will sweep it in the Beaver zone. Beavers clear it, and it's icing back this way. Let me catch up on my chats. Sharon Donahue says, Joey D, woohoo. Slash Dog says, there you go, Sharon. Tony Vanderboss says, way to go, Joey D. And David Vanderboss, correct, says unsportsmanlike, and yeah, that's what apparently it was. Karen Smith says, oh no, hope everyone's okay. I think so. Roughing and unsportsmanlike, and that was now Kathleen Relford says, go Panthers from Spring Hill, Florida. There's another Floridian. So we have one Beaver fan and one Panther fan. They're down there in nice warm Florida. Here's a shot. Duford the save, and the rebound is carried out. And just for kicks, here comes the Beavers, and there's a check. Sharon, Beaver fan, Sharon Donahue down there in Pensacola Beach, or Kathleen Relford down there in Spring Hill. Shot saved by Riley. Tell us, just so we can think about it, what the temperature is down there in Florida tonight. It's 25 up here. Just let us know, just so we can think about it and dream about nice warm temperatures. 8:05 to go, second period. Beavers in the white sweaters and black trunks lead it 4-1. Karen Smith says, oh, no, Karen, I've invited the Whitmer Panthers to talk to us, so we're going to let them. Mahala Jacobs says, oops. Sharon Donahue says 75 degrees and beautiful down in Pensacola Beach, Florida. And Miss Relford down in Spring Hill, let me know if it's about that same temperature down there. We do have folks from Toledo that are watching the game, and so we welcome all their comments. We welcome their viewership this evening, as this is an academy event, the pod. So we want to hear from everybody tonight. As with 7:15 to go in the period, we're just past the halfway point of the game. And the Beavers leading at 4-1. Uh-oh. Slash Dog says unsportsmanlike penalty on Karen. So it's all right, Karen. It's okay. But boy, I tell you, Slash Dog, he doesn't let anything get by. He got after me earlier for saying I was going to take a screwdriver and some WD-40 for the Zamboni. Huh? Oh, thanks. I'm told, pointed out by Jeff, our stat liaison, producer, director, that Ian Champagne is now in net for the Beavers. Ian played the first game tonight. What's that?
I don't think we're hearing much more from Sherry anymore because now her son's in net. So.
Oh, she's the smart aleckness is done for the night from Sherry. Well, I think the rationale, even though Ian played the first game today, the entire game, and was the winner, I'm sure that Ben will probably be in tomorrow for the championship game. So Coach Gutterman going to give Benny the Jet a rest. And Ian was not exactly taxed in that first game. I think he had 11 shots for the whole game. So Ian probably well rested despite playing that whole game. He got to just stand up and lean on the goal post for most of the game. Twiddling his thumbs. Long clearance shot. There was a penalty on the play, and it was on Toledo's Vance Kaiser. Do we know what that penalty was for? Did you guys see it?
All I saw was a player on the ice, not hurt. I guess probably interference or trip.
Okay. Shot, save, rebound, and it's banged off the side of the net by Owen Huff, who was going for a hat trick there. And he almost got it. Puck cleared away as the penalty's killed off by the Panthers. Ken Smith says, hey, I'm sorry I got a little heated about school sports. It's all right. And Kathleen Relford says the high down there in Spring Hill, Florida was 87. She says it's 67 now. There's a shot, save, and Elsner and Huff now whack at it just wide of the left post by J.J. Lehman. But Kathleen Relford says now it's 67 degrees down in Spring Hill. But it was 87 today. And down in Pensacola Beach, Sharon Donahue says it's 75 right now. And there's a shot on net, and Ian Champagne the save, and Tony Vandenboss says, great job, Benny. Due forward, Ben is the goalkeeper of record for Beavercreek. He stands to get the win. He cannot lose it, obviously. We're down to 4:10 left in period number 2 with the Beavers up 4-1. Mitch Relford will dump it in the Beaver zone. Shoveled back out by Hanson of Beavercreek. Relford back to get it at his own blue line. Relford across neutral ice. Slides it into the Beaver zone, but the Beavers come back with it. Now it's taken away by Relford. Relford checked into the corner boards and down to the ice. Relford gets it back, and he tries to make a play in front. Puck still loose. It's cleared away. Now for the Panthers, Carson McClellan will sweep it in, but the Beavers clear it back out. Back to get it is Mitchell Relford. Relford passes to a teammate, and that's Gignac, or no, that's Cifuentes, who lost his edge and goes down. Now the Panthers, Gignac, poke checked away. Beavers trying to come back. Here's Elsner. Shot! He scores! Alex Elsner with a crackling wrist shot. That whistles into the Whitmer net. And the Beavers now lead it 5-1. Alex Elsner, the Roadrunner. Big wrist shot. Boy, he had a lot on that shot. He really whistled that into the net. A couple of Owen Huff fans that have checked in. Karen Smith says, good try, Owen. Mahela Charles says, so close. Eva Ringgreen says, go, Alex. You know, Alex has a contingent, I think, here at the rink as well. We hear some commotion in the background. One of the other teams playing in the late game tonight are warming up in the background. Elsner again, centers, and just missing for the Beavers, and another shot, and they score. Owen Huff, the hat trick. Wow. And the initial shot was made by Austin Drawn, number 2, who's seen some time tonight. And Huff gets it in for a hat trick, I'm sure. Probably the first career hat trick maybe for Owen. Where is Uncle Jan? Well, we got to hear from Uncle Jan. Well, I'm sure, Uncle Jan, you're not chiming in on our chat so far this evening, but I'm sure you'll be watching this later, so congratulations to Owen. What a big night he's having this evening. Clock stopped a minute 37. Karen Smith says, let's go Beavers. Yes. 6-1 lead, everybody. And it's Joey Donahue going in the box for a cross check for 2 minutes. So a power play for the Panthers. Shot blocked in front. Again, the Beavercreek program looking to set an all-time record for wins in a season tonight. If they hang on to this lead, the most in the program's 25-year history. Puck shot up over the glass, and there's going to be a face-off. 1:05 left in period number 2, a minute 29 left in the Donahue minor for cross-checking. From the face-off in the Whitmer zone. Under a minute to play in period number 2. Puck dumped in the Beaver zone, and then the Beavers cleared all the way down the ice. Goalkeeper Vince Riley sets it up for Mitch Relford. Relford racing across center for Whitmer. He drops it off. Beavers break it up. That was Riley Hansen on a defensive play. Eric Kenny drops it back to the point. There's a shot from the right point, and I think Champagne made the stop on that unless it was blocked. Puck cleared, and that's going to do it for the second period. Puck collected by Whitmer team captain Derek Bradley, and he a little bit dejectedly whistles the puck around the boards as the second period did not go the way the Whitmer Panthers wanted, as the Beavers outscore the Panthers 3-0 in this second period. And for the game, the score after 2 periods, Beavercreek 6 and the Toledo Whitmer Panthers 1.
We got another game after this.
Hey,
Anyone like something to drink? Coffee or
I'm good. Okay.
can?
Hey, we heard from Eva Ringring, and she asked us, I think either last night or game before, that we want to get Danny Pearl up here for an interview. We got Thomas, so we need to get Danny. So maybe tomorrow, can we ask Greg if he can have Danny come up sometime?
I'm trying to think when the best time. I mean, after the game is difficult because there'll be like celebrations or not celebrations. Before the game's better, but we can't really do it live because he's going to be getting ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and between periods is hard up here, you know.
Let's think about it.
Okay.
The best way to
Maybe ask Greg. You'll see Greg before I will, probably. Maybe see what he thinks.
Yeah. Actually, after tonight's game would be best.
Yeah. Well.
Like get his skates off right away.
Well. I mean.
Yeah. I'll see. I'll do it.
Okay. So let me catch up. Yeah, well, I mentioned Eva Ringring says Thomas is going to. Oh. Hey, Jeff, wait, come here. This chat is really sharp. Eva sent another message just now. I was about to send Jeff down to the locker room to see if we could find out about it. Eva says Thomas is going to ask Danny Pearl to stop by after the game tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, should do it tonight. Definitely should be tonight.
Tonight would be better.
Tomorrow it'll be like it's a championship game. It'll be if
Okay.
they win, they're gonna want to just
Okay.
do it. Yeah. And then
We feel the preference would be tonight, right after the game, because we think that it's possible if the Beavers win tomorrow that there will be a big celebration after the game, and it might be hard to get him up here in a timely manner. So, and Eva says she's going to send Thomas a message and see if we can get him up here tonight. So, so that will cover us for all the seniors. We did the managers, we did Benny. We did Thomas. If we could get Danny, then we will be covered. Phyllis Reed says, woohoo, Owen on the hat trick tonight. Mahala Charles says, woohoo, go Owen. Karen Smith says, let's go Owen Huff. Slashdog X says, to quote Uncle Jan in his absence, stir up the storm, Owen. Do we know where Uncle Jan is? He wasn't here last night either.
He may be out of town.
Okay. Well, like I said, I spoke to, I think he said it was his brother last weekend who was at the game at Lewis Center.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't Uncle Jan himself, but was it his brother, I think?
I wasn't there, but yeah.
He was down in the plaza area where you check to get your tickets. Hey, he's playing in front of the net really well, because that's what they need. They need guys to get in front of the net and be ready to to bang that puck in. So he's done a great job tonight. So,
It's nice talking to you.
well, sure, congratulations.
I liked it when they were quiet because I was listening. I was listening. It was great.
You know, we had a team earlier this morning. I was trying to do an interview, and the guys were barking. The guys from the other team warming up like that, and I just wanted to say it's like a pack of dogs in the background. I wanted to tell them to sit, stay, and heel, be quiet. But it's hard to get a gang of young fellows quiet. But they're nice and quiet right now. You too. All right, folks. Let's see what else we got. What else? And Rhonda Haney says, "Great job, Creek. I think we hear a record cracking." That's what Rhonda says. I think you're right.
Here's the score sheet, and the second goal is 14, not 13, just so you know. So that second goal should read 14. But there you go.
What for?
I'll zoom it in there.
For the Beavers?
That's all of them. That's the score sheet.
Oh. So does Owen not have a hat trick?
No, he does.
Oh.
That should read 50.
Oh.
It's just somebody wrote it down wrong.
Oh, okay.
The second goal is Owen's.
Okay.
He's also got an assist on the night.
Well,
too.
let's see. What do we got here? Score 15.
Oh.
So they do have
Oh, no,
Alex.
no, he did get a hat trick, but that's Whitmer. Maybe he meant Beavercreek's second goal. I don't know. I thought
Well,
I
that's,
saw Owen get, I thought I saw Owen get
1, 2,
goals.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's 7. Did they give the Whitmer goal to? That's 13. That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
They're giving the first goal not to Owen but to Alex, but I don't think that's right.
I thought he got a hat trick.
I mean, they're giving Owen the assist. They're giving Owen the assist, but I thought that I'm pretty sure that it's that Owen got that first goal.
So do I. Yeah, so do
And what the heck?
Yeah. I saw him get 3 goals. So they,
Yeah.
you know, they'll the team generally, like if they know that somebody got a goal and the score
Yeah.
was wrong, they'll give credit to the kid who actually got it.
Yeah.
So he got a hat trick.
So okay. So the score sheet is wrong, but we've had that happen before.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, I'm not even going to bother with the assists because I don't know what's right, what's wrong. So,
Sounds like you have a problem with your moral compass. You don't know what's right or what's wrong.
well, I know Austin Drawn got the assist, so we'll make sure we give that to Austin, and then Alex on, yeah.
Remember when we got slapped happy at one mission and we had like 50 streams watching? It was a comedy hour. That was when.
What we were talking about music.
Yeah, I'm trying to. What
Oh, that was
song was it?
that was it was
I want to know it. 'cause
it
I
was-
remember this.
it was Rick James.
Yep.
Rick James. I was talking about the 1990 Reds with MC Hammer did You Can't Touch This, but it was, and I said the Rick James riff. The MC Hammer took it from the song.
Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah, what is it? Super Freak.
Yeah, that's right.
And I said the song Super Freak means a lot to me.
Yep. It's
Because
Super Freak.
MC Hammer took it, and it was the theme song of the 1990 Reds. But Jeff Duford, with a lot of creative license there, just stopped me by saying the song Super Freak means a lot to me, and he just cut it off right there.
Yep. It's Kent Super Freak Jacob. We got the Hitman, we got the Cobra, and we got the Super Freak.
And that's when the wheels fall off, and here we are. And now Slash Dog
And if Slash Dog says
is right in there.
Yep.
Slash Dog doesn't miss a trick.
Nope. If
And he says, Super Freak Kent. Yes. Oh, boy. Yep. Wow.
What have we gotten you into? What kind of mess?
Because you remember when I said that, I said, I don't mean Super Freak didn't mean anything, but it was the MC Hammer song.
Keep digging.
Jeff says, keep digging. Yeah, I'm neck high. Oh, boy. But, yeah, Cherie was asking, what was the night earlier in the season where the wheels just fell off? We were just going bananas, and, yeah, it was the Super Freak thing, yeah. Well, 6-1. Beavers, again, there was a discrepancy. You're looking, the scorers table sent Jeff a copy in his a text of the score sheet, and it has the first goal being given to Alex Elsner, but we don't think that's right. We think that Owen Huff got that first goal, a power play goal. We feel, and we've had games where the scorers table was not right before, and that sometimes the referees might report it to the scorers table maybe wrong or got a number wrong.
Well, the referees are never wrong. They're officials.
They're officials, so they're official, yeah. But so we believe that Owen does have the hat trick.
We started a GoFundMe page and a petition to sign.
And Danny can't get up here tonight. We heard back from Eva. Can't get Danny up there. Unfortunately, he can't play this weekend. The lacrosse team won't let him play. They're in their preseason right now. Well, if they're in their preseason, why won't they let him play the hockey postseason? Jiminy Crickets. I've got a beef with the lacrosse coach. I don't know who it is, but
I need another sheet of paper.
yeah. Gee, I mean, well. No, you can't play in the Super Bowl. You've got spring training. Okay, well, so unfortunately, Eva, and there's a fan on a shot by Elsner. Well, I'll tell you what. It was, who was asking to have Danny interviewed? Oh, that was Eva. Eva was asking. Eva, I tell you what. Here's a shot. They score. Wow. That was a wide open Panther, Jake Gignac. He was wide open, all alone in the slot. He puts 1 5-hole on Ian Champagne, and that makes the score now 6-2 for the Beavers. Nice goal by Jake. He was all alone in the slot, and he just very nice shot by Jake. And again, anybody from the Toledo contingent that might know how to pronounce that, Kathleen, if you know how to pronounce Gignac, I hope I'm not know if you can phonetically spell that for me on your chat. Then I hate to be mispronouncing his name. It's Gignac. There's some different ways to pronounce that. If you know how to, let me know, and I'll correct it. Loose puck now at center ice as the Panthers give it up to Donahue, and Donahue a shot at the other end, and Riley the save. And Eva says Danny's first hockey season, but very experienced lacrosse player. So what does he need preseason for? He should be playing postseason hockey. Eva, tell the lacrosse coach that I've got a beef. with him. Now here is Riley Hansen. He fans on a clearing shot. We're 2.5 minutes into the final period of the game. The Beavers lead at 6-2. A couple of players go down. Riley Hansen flips it high off the glass at center. Picking the puck up was Elsner, has it stripped by Kaiser of Whitmer. Now the puck up over the glass. We'll have a face-off. Okay, I heard from Nigel Gunn. I would say Gignac. G is in green, not as in gin, so a hard G. So Gignac. So Nigel, I'll go by your pronunciation, your phonetics, until I hear differently from Kathleen or anybody else from Whitmer. Gignac. That's how we'll pronounce it. I don't know what language that's from, whether it's a Slavic language or. Now, see, I'm half Hungarian, and that NAC is usually pronounced ach, but I don't know if it is or not. So, Panthers hold it in, poked away by Hansen. Foot race at the other end. Riley Hansen trying to work around a player moving in. A shot! And the save made by Riley. He robs Riley Hansen. That's Vincent Riley between the pipes for the Panthers, in relief of Lucian Rose, who started the game. Now the Panthers trying to come back. Down 6-2. Trying to stuff it in was Gignac. Saved by Champagne. Now icing the puck for the Beavers is J.J. Lehman.
Kathleen Relford says Jen Knott.
Oh, okay. Jennot. Okay. Jennot. I can. So again, that's we'll go with Kathleen's because I think she's with the Whitmer team, or with Whitmer Rooter. I appreciate Nigel's thought on that too, but we'll go with Kathleen's just because she is, I think, with Whitmer. I don't know. I think Nigel is our British Beaver fan, but we'll go with. Oh, Nigel says possibly French then. Okay, thanks, Nigel. And Nigel would know, being from Europe. Loose puck right in front of the Beaver net is cleared by Lehman. So Nigel, who's from Great Britain, says that's possibly French then, that Jennot pronunciation. So thanks, Nigel, and thanks, Kathleen. We will say Jake Jennot for the balance of the evening. Stay tuned after the game for some post-game conversation. We'll have a 3 stars and a hard hat. There's a shot saved. Champagne and Drew LeBenz, or check that. I'm looking at the wrong roster. Dylan Bradley was trying to get the tip on rebound, but Champagne covers it up. Face-off right wing circle in the Beaver zone. Donahue wins the face-off to Carson Cox. Cox bangs it off the boards, held in by the Panthers. Centering pass intercepted by Donahue. Donahue checked by Hudson Bear. 9 minutes to play, regulation time. Beavers in the white sweaters, black trunks lead at 6-2. The Whitmer Panthers from Toledo in the navy blue and yellow. Now the puck played by Chandler Fielding of Whitmer. Shot to center. Cox will dump it right back into the Whitmer zone, but offside.
Well, you're getting closer. It's almost there, Ken.
Renee
So
Bennett.
close.
Okay, Renee Bennett is, here we go. Okay. So I think Nigel has it as far as French. Kathleen is right there, but Renee Bennett says it's a soft G. So Ginot. So Ginot
I don't know if we've ever talked about
So I
it.
think
rather than
I think
Jenna.
the thing
Jenna.
we're really competing is tackling the stop
And
and
I'm sorry, folks. I apologize. Normally, I would, and I'm a complete idiot. Usually, before games, I will go down to the coaches and try to get a pronunciation on some of these difficult names, and I did not do that before the game, and I had all kinds of time to do it, and I just didn't do it. Jeff and I were up here talking geopolitics and history, and we were talking about it for who knows, like an hour. And big penalty. That's going to be on Mitch Relford as he hammers Owen Huff into the boards. And that'll be probably a roughing minor on Mitchell. And he's kind of, that's a roughing minor. So, that's Mitchell Relford.
the last game they played.
So, Kathleen, I'm sorry that Mitch is going to sit out for a couple of minutes. But I'm a complete idiot. I should have gone down. I should have looked at this Whitmer roster and seen if there were any names that I know Schiavone, because I went to school by a kid of that name. And some of the other Wishnowitz, and I did not really see, and I knew Bear, Baehr, Bear, but I didn't look at Janot, and I should have done that and checked with their coach before the game. Now there's a shot on goal and a save made by Vince Riley. Oh, they score.
It was Riley Hanson.
I thought the goalie had it. I thought he was down with the puck.
Yeah, I think it's Hanson.
Okay. Riley Hanson, the goal, and I'm getting some guff here from my producer and director and engineer Jeff Duford and Cherie Champagne. Let's just say Cherie Champagne.
Yeah. I'm still waiting on my green M&M.
I say Riley Hanson the goal, and Jeff says Hanson. That's okay. So let's see, for Riley, I thought that Riley, the goaltender, had the puck, but apparently it went in. So Beavers now lead it 7-2. 6.5 to play, folks. Long shot off a stick high up over the Beaver net. And there's Hansen collides into the Beaver net, and there's a penalty, and it's going to be on Jake Ginott. And that was a penalty he deserved because he shoved Riley Hansen from behind after the two collided into the Beavercreek net. And Hansen goes in too, so maybe Hansen is seen as a instigator on that as well. So I knew that.
So Hansen's a sportsman-like.
Okay, so Janot, is that roughing?
It was cross-checking.
Cross-check, okay. So a cross-check on Janot of Toledo and unsportsmanlike on Riley Hansen of Beavercreek. I knew that Janot was going to get a penalty because you can't just shove a guy from behind when he does, especially when he doesn't have the puck. Not supposed to when he has the puck either, but especially if he doesn't have the puck. And then Hansen was given a penalty as well because maybe he instigated the affair with a comment. And now the official, I think, having a word with both benches, probably saying to keep things under control, fellas. So Janot's penalty, a 2-minute minor, and Hansen's unsportsmanlike. Is that a major? The official's at the scorer's table.
He's got Hansen with 2 minutes up there, but I don't understand why the other guy's penalty's not up there. I think they're just.
Well, they got 2 minutes on. No, number 9 is on Whitmer as well. They're both number 9.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Janot is number 9.
So that's weird.
So maybe if was it a 10-minute misconduct or something? So they don't put it up there?
He send him off the ice though. If there's enough time in the game, usually they just send him right to the.
Well, we don't know what happened with Riley Hansen, but puck chipped up over the boards onto the Beaver bench. So we knew that Janot was going to get a penalty for shoving Riley Hansen from behind, but apparently Riley Hansen did something to bring the whole incident about. So he's off for an undetermined amount of time, possibly for the remainder of the contest.
He really opened the can of worms.
Rendering. Okay, now I'm getting. I am getting some phonetics.
You asked for this, Ken. You're on your own here. We can't help you.
We opened up a phonetical can of worms. Eva rendering. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been saying rendering. So rendering. I'm very sorry, Eva. But I know now.
I'll do better.
I'll do better next time. Hey, that's what this chat is for. I like to interact with everybody, and if you can correct me on anything, pronunciation or anything, let me know. Here's a shot the other way, and Joey Donahue's shot was saved by Vince Riley. A minute left in Jake Ginot's penalty. Now a couple of players go down. Beaver player gets knocked down behind the Whitmer cage, and that's going to result in a penalty. Elbowing.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Well, the boys on both sides are getting a little dicey right now. And that is going to be. Is that on Mitch Relford? Kathleen? You're going to have to talk to Mitch. I think that's his third penalty. So Kathleen, Mitch, I don't know if he maybe showing a little frustration at this contest. So I think Mitch has played a good game other than the penalties, so I don't know if it's just if he's gotten just a little rough on a couple of occasions due to the one-sidedness the game has turned out to be, or what, I don't know, but shot the other way and Riley to save.
I think that Slash Dog has some very useful commentary.
Slash Dog says, Whitmer fans probably wondering, is it pronounced Kent Jacobs or Jacobs or Jacobs? Hey, Slash, hey, I'll tell you what, you got it. You got it. Slash Dog, and you said he's a world traveler. My grandparents, my paternal granddad is from Hungary, my paternal grandmother from Romania, but my paternal grandfather's name is actually Jakob, and he says Jacobs here. Jakob, Jakab, and at Ellis Island they just anglicized it to say Jacobs. So that's where that came from. So Slash Dog actually is right on the money. And Eva Rendering says her husband never corrects anyone. Well, there's a couple of big hits. Again, Riley Hansen apparently out for the remainder of the contest. Beavers have... Wait, the Beavers have 5 skaters. So what? I don't know what happened. Whatever it was, they didn't put it on the board against Riley Hansen. So, and now Mitch Relford's penalty is expired. Here's a big hit at the other end, and another whistle. And what do we have now? Uh-oh. Is what happened? One of the officials talking to the Panthers. Another penalty, and that is on Owen Gump, I think number 5. Well, okay, and Kathleen says last game, and she thinks that Mitchell Relford is a senior, so she thinks he's maybe a little upset at how things are going tonight. Last game, last weekend, so that's certainly understandable. Thanks for chiming in, Kathleen. We appreciate it. It was Owen Gump on the penalty for Whitmer. Panthers trail the Beavers 7-2 with 2:20 to play. There is one more game to go tonight in this pod, and the participants were overly happy of the long delay earlier today to push their game back to they're going to be here till midnight. That is Westlake against Springboro. Boom! There's a big collision with Elsner and one of the Whitmer players. Shot, and I think Riley got a piece of that. Lehman a shot. He hits the goalpost on the right side. Another shot by Elsner, and that's wide. It cut through the corner of the goal crease. Lehman a shot. As the Beavers kind of teeing off right now on the Whitmer net. They have a power play. They're kind of in formation. Another shot, and they're just, it is kind of shooting practice right now. The Panthers have a perimeter around Riley to guard against rebounds. But for a few moments there, the Beavers just one shot right after another. But unable to dent the scoreboard on his power play yet. Now Carson Cox's shot. Saved by Riley. Under a minute to play in the game, and the penalty's been killed off. Relford back on the ice for the last half minute. Winding up a blast by J.J. Lehman. J.J. Lehman trying to show a little bit of a good slap shot there. Shades of Alex Folga a little bit. Boy, did Alex. And Alex wasn't a big guy. Boy, he had a hammer of a shot. Now Donahue's shot. Was he really? Okay. 10 seconds to go. Panthers carry in behind the Beaver net. Buzzer sounds and the game is over. Final score tonight is the Beavercreek Beavers set an all-time record for wins in a season in their 25-year history with their 24th. As the Beavers go, is it 24-4-2? Is that right?
Yep.
24 wins, 4 losses, 2 ties. Coach Gutterman out there in the stocking hat, joining the handshake line. Coach Earhart and Coach Quick there with him. Whitmer goalkeeper Vince Riley leads the line for the Panthers as they go off toward their locker room. And did we ever have shots? Unofficially?
26 for Beavercreek and 12 for the Panthers.
26-12 unofficially for the Beavers. And in the third period, just a couple of number 9s score. Jake Janok and Riley Hansen. So we will go over just the goal scoring. We're not sure if I have all the assists correct or not. So I'll just go over the goal scoring here, and then we'll have our 3 stars. And the first period, Owen Huff. Again, we believe that Owen did get that goal. The score sheet said Alex Elsner, but we believe it was Owen, a power play goal. And then for Whitmer, it was Dylan Bradley tying it up. And then the Beavers' Carson Cox, his first of the year. And then Owen Huff, his second of the period. And after one, it was 3-1 Beavers. Huh? Ah, there we go, the director. Hey, good job. He's not a bad director after all. Okay, so now I'm going to face the camera. Okay. So, second period, Joey Donahue. And then Alex Elsner and Owen Huff, his second of the game. And after 2 periods, it was 6-1 Beavers. And for all intents and purposes, that was pretty much the game right there. In the third, goal for the Panthers by Jake Janot and then Riley Henson with a goal to cap things off. And the final score, Beavers 7 and the Whitmer Panthers 2. Again, unofficially shots on goal, Beavers out shooting Whitmer 26-12. 3 stars. Well, let's see. What do we want to do tonight? Let's see. Let's give that. Let's give the number 3 star to Jake Janot. Not because we haggled with his name all evening, but because he scored a goal, one of the 2 goals. And also I called his name out an awful lot. I mean, I think he was very active all evening. So we'll give Mr. Janot the 3rd star. Number 2 star of the game, let's give that to Alex Elsner. A goal and at least 1 assist. We think a couple of assists. So Alex probably had 3 or 4 points on the game. And of course, the number 1 star goes to Owen Huff with, again, unofficially his first career hat trick. We'll see. We'll know next time whether they make any changes, if they correct that score sheet. The players know who scored, and the coaches will. So after the game, we'll see if they change the Alex Elsner goal to Owen Huff, which is what we think that it was. But we'll know next time. We should know. Maybe we'll know tomorrow. Do you think we'll know tomorrow?
What's that? Oh, yeah.
Whether the coaches change anything on that? We'll see if we can find out. But whether it's 2 goals or 3, we'll give the number 1 star to Owen Huff tonight, and his first goal, a power play goal. Hard hat tonight. Let's see. Let's give the hard hat to Mitch Relford, because he really, he had the penalties, but he was really working hard all night, and we'll go ahead and give our hard hat tonight to Mitchell Relford of the Whitmer Panthers. So let's see, anything, let me get my last chats. Let me look at my little phone here before we sign off. Hayden McClellan from the Panthers. He's the apparently affiliated with Carson McClellan for the Panthers, says the refs were one-sided. That's certainly, hey, that's what this chat's for, is your opinion, and that's no problem with that. So and that's fine. We appreciate you chiming in, Hayden. And Kathleen is the grandmother of Mitch Relford. So we're glad to hear from Kathleen all evening. Kathleen was Mitchell's grandmother. And then Eva Rengering says, way to go, Beavers, after the win. Phyllis Reed says, congrats, Creek. And Rhonda Haney says, way to go, Creek. Congrats. Nigel says, I suggest a round of applause for Kent, myself. How about that? Thank you, Nigel. We appreciate it. He's a tad quirky, but he's a really good old boy. That's right. Quirky. Cherie, Nigel says, I'm a little quirky, but a good old guy. Would you concur? Quirky, but a good guy, good old guy. There you go. Lance, to make it unanimous.
A super freak.
A super freak. Thanks, Nigel. Thanks for all of your comments tonight. We appreciate it. Tony says, congrats, Creek. Nancy says, congrats, Beavers. And Tony says, Van and Boss, thank you, Kent and crew. We appreciate it, Tony. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. And Kathleen says, yay, Mitch. And Mitch played hard tonight, so I give him that hard hat. And Nancy says she agrees with Nigel. Thanks to all who bring the game to us. So thank you, Nancy Jeske. And fun time tonight. I know for the folks from Toledo, maybe the outcome wasn't the way you wanted. But hey, we had a good time. We had fun tonight. It's a post-season tournament that doesn't mean anything toward except it's a way to try to give the players a better outcome than usually getting thumped in the state district tournament. So that's this is an off-season, post-season tournament. That's just to give the guys a little bit more participation, and in some games that are winnable games for all the teams involved, because as we all know, and everybody, whether you're from the Beavers or Whitmer or whoever, and I was speaking with one of the Whitmer parents or grandparents before the game, and we were all talking about it up here before the game, about how they need to split the state district into different classes, because all we can look forward to is one, maybe two games, and then thump. So we were all talking about that, and so what Coach Gutterman of Beavercreek and the people from the Academy Hockey Club did in forming this tournament was just to say, let's give the guys a little bit after the season tournament against teams of their same categorical grouping as far as state rankings, to give the guys a chance to, and a few young ladies as well. I don't just want to say guys, we have a few young ladies out here as well. Not tonight, but a couple of the teams have girls on the team. But give the players a chance to end the season on at least a competitive note, even if it's not a winning note, but a competitive note. So that's what the purpose of this tournament is. So we appreciate everybody's participation tonight. Thanks to the Whitmer Panthers for coming down here, a long trip to come down here and play, and we appreciate all the teams coming down to play this weekend. And thanks to everybody. Slashdog says thanks to the great crew, and you're welcome, Slashdog X. And so thanks to everybody's participation tonight, and on the chats. We had a lot of fun with it this evening. So speaking for our smart aleck videographer, Cherie Champagne.
Which smart aleck?
Lance, you weren't up here. She was on fire tonight. She's like one, just kind of like a smart aleck comment after another, at least a couple of them. So videographer Cherie, and for producer and director and engineer Jeff Duford, this is Kent Jacobs saying thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow for I think championship game against Alder. What time? 2:20 approximately, because tonight's game was at approximately 8:30. Which is meaning to say 9 o'clock. So speaking for all the folks here, this is Kent saying final score tonight, the Beavers 7 and Whitmer 2. Until tomorrow afternoon from the Chiller, good evening, everybody.